Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank God it's Friday. I'm here, as you can see, at the Oak Hill Body and Paint, Oak Hill, Austin, Texas. And I told you I was going to give you an update on the status of my truck. I promised you a presentation dealing with what happened. And today's the day. I wanted a better day, a clearer day, a nicer day. But the weather in the future is, for the next 4 or 5 days, is overcast and rainy, and so I figure I'm just gonna do it and get it over with. You'll see what I see. I'm in the back area now of the Oak Hill Paint and Body, and I told the gentleman I had to get something out of my truck, and hopefully I won't be molested for filming. Look at the nice trees. They decided to leave the trees just where they are. Anyway, here it is. Here it is. Just want to set this up. I want you to kind of see what I see, and then there you go. You'll see what I see. So I just have to get something from my truck. Bear with me. This is what I slept on. This is what I slept on for 3 nights during my travel. Of course. Okay. Well, here it is. You saw it. You witnessed it. I guess I'll set this up over here best I can. Just bear with me now. I have to set this camera up. I think that ought to do it. Thank you for your patience. What you're seeing is exactly what you're seeing. I hope this is going to be okay. Normally in these videos, everything would be edited out. You wouldn't see this, but I want you to see everything I do to make it as personal as possible. This is the damage, as you can see. This happened on February 11th. It was a Thursday night. It was the beginning of the first day of a once-in-a-lifetime weather event, snowstorm. You know about it. You read about it. You saw it on the television. You heard about it from friends and neighbors. You talked about it at work. Everybody knows about that horrific snowstorm we experienced here in the state of Texas and elsewhere. And this, unfortunately, is the result. This is going to be, the headlights still work. The engine is fine. I was able to drive it here to Oak Hill Auto and Paint that evening and walk about a mile to my rented room. And as you can see, this fender needs to be replaced, and this bumper needs to be looked at as well. This bumper was rubbing on the wheel, but I was able to drive very, very slow. I pulled it away as best I could, and this is the damage that you're seeing. I hope you can see it. I hope I have the camera positioned in the right place. I hope you can see what I want you to see. This is the damage. So let me just tell you a little bit about what happened. It was Thursday evening. I had just dropped off a compadre, and I was driving on 280 West to get on, and it just was a sheet of ice. Just a sheet of ice, and oh man, just a sheet of ice, and it started to fishtail in the back on me. and lost all traction. I had no weight in the back, and it was terrifying. I know you're not supposed to hit the brakes. You're supposed to pump the brakes lightly and steer into the skid or the. Anyway, that's hard to do when it's happening. It's hard to do when it's happening. It happened to me. My first reaction was to throw my hands up and put them over my head. My second reaction was to try to get out of the vehicle. I tried to escape the vehicle on the passenger side, but that didn't work. I got back, tried to fight it some more. I felt myself losing control of the vehicle. I was running out of time. There was no doubt I was running out of time. And all of a sudden, I just said, wow, I'm going to have to just take it. And I took it. And I turned that wheel, and it spun around. And as you can see, the brunt of the force on the wall of the on-ramp to the freeway hit right here. So it could have been worse. I could have lost this headlight. I could have lost my life. I lost this side panel, and I lost the bumper. But the engine did not overheat on the way home, which is a good indication that the engine was not damaged. Nick here at Oak Hill Auto and Paint tell me there's no damage to the radiator. So this could have been a lot worse. I did receive an injury. I cut my lower earlobe. It's already healed. You know, that's why I think people get their ears pierced, because these earlobes, they heal very fast. But the injury to my earlobe wasn't caused by the accident. It was caused by my wristwatch when I was putting my hands above my face. My initial reaction, you know, and the wristwatch cut the ear. But luckily, I had my first aid kit in the glove box. I was able to stop the bleeding, what bleeding there was, and it's already healed. So I guess I wanted to update you on this. My family knows about the accident. I was keeping that from them. It's always good to keep bad news from family members whenever possible. But I think by suppressing what happened, only you know, it's okay. It's not as bad as it could have been. It's okay. I leaked it on one of my videos. I told of some close friends back on the coast, and so I don't think there's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's not like I ran off the road on a clear night on a dry road because I don't know how to drive. Tiger Woods. This was the biggest storm in the history in the state of Texas, and there was a lot of problems, and I guess this is one of those problems, no doubt about it. So hopefully Nick can get this back in shape. Right now I'm an Uber customer now, and I miss my truck. A lot of times I'll wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat and just think about what happened on that night and the result. And it's just, I'll get over it. Maybe I'll get some counseling. I don't know. I think the scariest part was, and it seemed like it lasted for hours. The skid just kept going and going, and my heart raced. And I could feel, strange feelings down below my stomach and my loins. It was, it's something I had never experienced. And I wasn't going that fast. I wasn't even going that fast. That's the thing. That's the rub. Well, anyway, I hope you're up to date now. You've seen the damage. You've seen the vehicle. And again, I want to apologize for the video. Most YouTubers would have had this edited out, setting up the tripod, getting the equipment I needed, the stool from the back of the truck. It would have all been edited out. It would have been a seamless video but I want you to see what I'm doing. I want you to bring you as close to what I'm doing. And that's why I'm not a big believer in editing. I want you to be here with me. And you can't be here with me if I'm editing you out. constantly editing you out. Oh, I forgot. I have something I want to share with you. This is something I found in one of my periodicals. This is how to get through a power outage. This is very important since we're talking about damage and storms. I thought this would be a good thing to add in this presentation. Eat fresh food first. A refrigerator will keep food at a safe temperature for 4 hours. A freezer up to 24 to 48 hours. Take no chances with the spoiled food. But if you have a gas stove and matches to light the burners, you can cook normally at first. I don't know what normally at first means. Unplug other appliances. The eventual return of power can create surges and damage appliances. Let your lights indicate when power comes on. When you see that whole light come on, or that light above the dining room table, perhaps the kitchen, maybe a light in a showcase of dishes in the dining room, maybe the garage light, the interior garage light. Let your lights indicate when the power comes on. Unplug your appliances. You don't want that power surge to damage those very, very microchips and those diodes and those tubes in your appliances. So that's a good one. I agree with that one. Conserve your phone power. Use your smartphone sparingly to keep that battery charged. You don't know when that the power is going to come back. Write down any numbers you might regret not having on paper. We don't know anybody's number. Nobody knows anybody's number. It's all in the phone. We used to have to remember. I can still remember my number from Ward Lane growing up. It was 516-735-7814. And I still remember it to this day. So watch your cell phone battery. Be cautious with generators. A running generator should be kept 20 feet from the house. Trapped carbon monoxide kills quickly. Bundle up. In a winter outage, conserve any warmth you can by closing curtains and blocking drafts. Layer up on clothing and blankets until you can safely relocate. So I just thought I'd bring that up since we're talking about problems. These are, you can just see up close some of the damage here. Not too bad. Like I said, it could have been. It could have been a lot worse. There's no doubt that it could have been a lot worse. Again, I'll review this video and see that it's acceptable. It's kind of an unorthodox way to shoot this video, but that's the way it goes. I'm gonna put this back in here. Back in here. Close it up. This is the camper shell. This is what they call a camper shell. Find the right key. And that's it. That's it. Hopefully everything worked out well. I haven't received, they're quite busy with other cars that have been in fender benders and accidents. I don't want to rush them. They'll get it back. they'll get it back when they get it back. I've heard some good things about this Oak Hill Body and Paint, or Paint and Body, whichever you prefer, from an Uber driver, from the landlord that I'm renting my room from. So they should do a nice job. I'm told they're going to need aftermarket parts, because the parts for this truck, it's a 1991 Toyota truck, there'll be no parts available at junkyards or used parts. They'll have to be aftermarket parts. And so that's it from the Oak Hill Auto and Paint. I can only hope that this video came out in my desire. There it is. And this is Old Bee Cave Road, see? Old Bee Cave Road. And I want to do a video on this construction across the way in a further presentation. Have a great day. Enjoy your lunch or your dinner or your breakfast, whatever you're having, wherever you are in the world. And don't forget, everybody's doing just the best that they can. Cut somebody some slack today.